Um, if you need the descriptions, like the number less than that I have up here, you can add that on there. But make sure you have what I have in the margin. Okay, and then on the bottom half, I start this. Okay, and I just said the rules for solving inequalities over here in the margin, excuse me. I put this star and said that you solve just like equations. So we're gonna do the inequality problems just like we've been doing with our equations. Okay, so that's just an extra little note. So I wanted us to check, because I know the Ed puzzle went over the first little half on the back. Okay, so we're gonna check in class the bottom half. So we're gonna start with 15. Okay, so on 15, we have 3/4 x plus 5 is greater than 11. Hey, guys, get back on this page right here. I can tell when you're with me because I see your eyes. Darnell. The first step should be what here? Write -5 on your paper or check that you showed that. Hold on just a second. Okay, so this cancels. Hopefully you rewrite as 3/4 x greater than 6. Check to see if you have that. Okay. If we didn't do it, just do it now. Come on, guys. Just do better. I'm not expecting perfection. I am expecting progress. Just do better. Okay? Do better means if we didn't do it right now, we're doing it now. If we didn't do it last night, Jason, do better. All right, so what should be the next step? Yes, multiply by the reciprocal. If you did that, give yourself a check. Thank you so much. That would be 4/3 on both sides. Okay, that cancels the fraction. We now have x is greater than, this comes out to be 8. Box that answer. Put a check if you did that. Okay. All right, so when we graph, I don't care about all the numbers listed on the number line. I just need the solution shown on the number line. Because our inequality says x is greater than 8, 8 has to be somewhere on that number line. Okay? Our solution is based on our inequality symbol. So, because this is greater than, this means it does not include the number 8, only things bigger than 8. So that means we have to have an open circle at the 8. And then what direction should our arrow be pointing? To the right. Yes, in the same direction. This is pointing to the right, so this has to point to the right. All the numbers greater than 8 are to the right of 8. Are we okay on that? Yes. All right, so on 16, what should our first step be? +1. So we're going to show +1 on both sides. The ones cancel. Don't forget your sign here, because we have a negative 5/6x is greater than or equal to 15. Okay, if you say it, then you show it, okay? Or show and tell. Tell me, show it, tell me. Okay, some of you have already showed it on your paper, so you're telling me what to do. All right, so we have this fraction, negative 5/6, right? We got to get rid of that fraction. So we're going to have to multiply by that reciprocal. So that's 6/-5 on both sides. Okay, who knows what we have to do to this symbol now? Yes, yes. When do we flip the inequality symbol?
Multiply by a negative.
Multiply or divide. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the clarification. Multiply or divided by a negative. So that means instead of it going to greater than or equal to, it's now going to change to less than and equal to. Okay? So x is going to be less than or equal to, we should get a negative 18 as our answer. All right, so on our number line, I just need a negative 18 somewhere on one of those tick marks. It's going to be closed because it's equal to this, so it's including this point. So we need a closed circle, and it should be pointing to the left. Yeah, there we go. Beyonce to the left. All right, let's go. Okay, so on number 17, I want you to try. Who can tell the first step? Thank you. Let's do it. Show and tell. So we're gonna, oops, where's my thing? There we go. Hold up. Stop right there. So plus 2. Plus 2. The 2's cancel. If you got it, then let's do it, okay? This comes out to be 5x. It's going to be less than or equal to negative 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The difference between a negative 7 and a positive 2 is negative 5. All right, so to isolate the variable, we now need to divide both sides by what?
5.
By 5. So our solution is x is less than or equal to negative 1. It is, get my negative 1, it is closed on that negative 1, and it's pointing to where? Yes, okay. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to circle 18 or star it because I want you to make sure you pay attention to our signs and we don't have sign errors. Okay, we have 6 minus x is less than or equal to 14. 6 is the constant. So our first step is to eliminate that by subtracting 6 on both sides. Jason, do. Okay, so because we have minus x, guys, y'all know what that is really saying right here? Yeah, it's a negative 1. Don't forget that sign. Negative 1x is less than or equal to 8. So because we have a minus, you got to remember to continue that sign, that negative. And then we cannot have a negative answer, a negative variable. So you're going to have to divide both sides by a negative 1. And because you are dividing by a negative, what's going to happen to this symbol? Flip it. Okay, so now it becomes greater than or equal to? X is greater than or equal to negative 8. Okay, so get our negative 8 on our number line. Is it open or closed here? Closed. It is closed. Closed, and it's now going to the right, okay? All right, so what would be the first step on 19?
Minus 4.
Yep, minus 4. Check it. If you did it, put yourself a check. Good job. These little checks are how I'm checking how you're going to get partial credit. So the 4 now is canceled. What should we write now?
Negative 1 over 3.
Yeah, negative.
Greater than 7.
Very good. Negative 1 over 3. Don't forget that sign. Don't make a sign error. Negative 1/3 x is greater than 7. Okay, now so get rid of this negative 1/3. Reciprocal times 3 over negative 1. 3 over negative 1. X is now less than, because you got to flip the symbol, negative 21. It says open, so I'm put my negative 21 open there, and it's to the left. Beyonce it again. All right. All right, so what should we do on this last one?
Multiply by negative 2.
Yes, because we have division here. The inverse of division is multiplying by that denominator. Now, because we're multiplying by negative, we have to flip this symbol. So it now becomes greater than. So we have x plus 11 is greater than 4. Because a negative times a negative is a positive 4. All right. Now to isolate the variable, what are we going to need to do?
Minus 11.
Minus 11. So x is greater than negative 7. Get that negative 7 on your number line. Is it open or closed?
Open.
It is open
To the right.
and to the right. Okay, so this page needs to go into your spiral. Both pages should be in your spiral. If you want to separate the packet, you can. If you want to cut out the border, you can. There should be glue and tape at each group, okay? Thank you.